Date 2. I caught my girlfriend holding hands with her coworker at a festival I was secretly planning to propose at. She didn't see me in the crowd. I left without a word, and let her discover the engagement set up the next day. Now she's losing her mind trying to find me. Where the hell are you? Stop being such a coward. I can't believe you disappeared like this. The final text knocked the wind out of me. Riverstone Coffee, 2 p.m. Don't bother coming back to the apartment if you don't show. The irony of her threatening to end things made me feel like I was going insane. She had no idea I'd seen her true colors under those festival lights. I arrived early, my hands trembling so badly I could barely hold my coffee cup. When Rachel burst through the door at 2 p.m. sharp, still wearing that damn blue sundress from the festival, my heart stopped. But it wasn't the same heart-stopping feeling I used to get when I saw her. This time it felt like someone had reached into my chest and squeezed until something broke. She didn't even look at the counter. No vanilla latte today. Instead, she marched straight to my table, practically vibrating with what I thought was anger. I was wrong. It wasn't anger at all, it was pure radiant joy. "I'm done waiting for you to grow up," she spat out, her eyes gleaming with an emotion I'd never seen before. "For years, and what do I have to show for it? Empty promises and maybe some days," she laughed, but it wasn't her usual warm laugh. This was different, sharp, cruel. My mouth went dry. "Rachel, what are you? This?" She thrust her left hand in my face, and the world tilted sideways. There on her finger was some cheap festival ring that probably cost less than our last takeout order. Jason proposed last night at the Summer Lights Festival. It was perfect. The lanterns, the music, everything. He's known me for 3 months and managed to do what you couldn't do in 4 years. The coffee shop started spinning. My carefully orchestrated proposal, my lanterns, my music, the setup I'd spent months planning. She thought it was all Jason's doing. I felt bile rising in my throat. Want to know the best part? She was on a roll now, her words like daggers. Jason didn't need years of hints. He didn't need me pointing out rings in shop windows. He just knew. "God, do you remember that vintage sapphire ring I showed you 2 years ago? The one you completely ignored." At least Jason had the courage to propose, even with a simple festival ring. Something snapped inside me. With shaking hands, I pulled out the velvet box I'd been carrying like a burning coal in my pocket. The sound it made hitting the table seemed to echo through the entire coffee shop. "You mean this ring?" My voice was barely a whisper as I opened the box. "The exact sapphire ring you wanted. The one I spent 6 months tracking down." Rachel's face went from triumphant to ghost white in seconds. Her hand flew to her mouth, the cheap festival ring catching the fluorescent light mockingly. The lanterns, the music, the whole festival setup, that was all me, Rachel. Every single detail. "I saw you with him yesterday, holding hands, sharing that caramel apple, looking at him like..." My voice cracked. Like he used to look at me. So I left, called the organizers, told them anyone could use the setup. Never imagined it would be my girlfriend's secret boyfriend who'd end up proposing with my perfect moment. Rachel stumbled back like I'd physically struck her. "No," she whispered. "No, no, no." "Yes," I stood up, my legs barely working. "You know what the worst part is? I spent 4 years planning a future with you, house in the suburbs, Sunday morning pancakes, kids, swing set in the backyard. Meanwhile, you were planning your next coffee break with Jason. I didn't know," she stammered, tears starting to fall now. She was crying now. "Congratulations on your engagement, Rachel." I pushed the velvet box toward her, my entire body shaking. "I really hope that festival ring doesn't turn your finger green, though. I guess it's fitting. Cheap ring, cheap ending to what I thought was priceless." I walked out of that coffee shop feeling like I was walking through quicksand. Behind me, I heard Rachel calling my name, her voice breaking. The same voice that had just minutes ago been throwing our 4 years together in my face. The same voice that had said yes to another man using my proposal. I didn't look back. I couldn't, because the Rachel I loved had died the moment I saw her with Jason at the festival. This stranger wearing her face, flaunting a cheap ring and throwing away 4 years like they were nothing. I didn't know her at all. I sat in my car outside the coffee shop, my hands gripping the steering wheel so hard my knuckles turned white. Something wasn't adding up. The lanterns, the timing, Jason knowing exactly where to stand. It was too perfect. Then it hit me like a thunderbolt. Ashley. She was the only one who knew every detail of my proposal plan, the exact time the lanterns would light up, the precise spot where "Marry Me" would be visible, the moment the band would start playing. She was supposed to guide Rachel there, to be part of our perfect moment. My hands were shaking as I pulled out my phone and called her. She answered on the first ring, her voice artificially cheerful. "Hey, I've been trying to reach you. Parkview Cafe, 20 minutes, my voice didn't even sound like my own. Don't you dare say no." There was a long pause. "Okay," she said quietly. I got there first and watched her walk in. Ashley, Rachel's best friend for 10 years, the person who'd helped me plan every detail of the proposal, who'd gushed over my choice of ring. She couldn't even meet my eyes as she sat down. "You knew," I said, my voice deadly calm. "You knew about Jason and Rachel." She stared at her hands. "Yes." "How long?" 2 months. They started getting coffee together, then lunch, then. "And you didn't think to tell me?" The coffee cup in front of me was shaking, or maybe it was the table, or maybe it was me. I tried to tell Rachel to end it, to be honest with you. But then she told me how Jason made her feel alive again, how you seemed stuck, content with the way things were. She trailed off, seeing my expression. "So you decided to give him my proposal." The words tasted like poison. "You helped him steal the moment I spent months planning." Ashley's eyes filled with tears.